Main points that I was trying to convey are really to do with how political turbulence hits our sector. So there's a huge amount going on in Westminster and Whitehall that is just producing great uncertainty in universities at the moment. For example, the recent spending review the government did had very little about higher education. It left lots of the big questions up in the air. There's a new Secretary of State for Education who hasn't yet, because he's new in the job, done very much. So I was trying to convey a sense of how tough it is, particularly on top of COVID and Brexit and everything else, to be running a university at the moment because of the level of uncertainty. I'm always struck by the variety of speakers and topics at this conference. I've spoken at this conference I think 4 or 5 times now, and I think it's really impressive how wide-ranging the sessions are. And I think also what that means is you get some really interesting questions as well from people, because your attendees have lots of different experiences as well. And I sometimes get some of the harder and more interesting questions at this conference relative to some of the others I speak at. Many issues that universities need to be worrying about at the moment. I mean, one is financial sustainability. One is government regulation. The government's getting tougher on universities. Another is, do they have the potential to fill extra places, because there's more 18-year-olds coming down the track because of the basic demographics in coming years. And then on top of that, there's sort of having emergency plans in place in case COVID gets worse again, for example, and hopefully it doesn't get worse again, and hopefully they can keep on, which they've been doing anyway, slowly reverting to face-to-face teaching and learning, which is what both students and staff tend to prefer.